Hi everyone, Assalamu alaikum. How are you dears? All are fine? Okay. Today we are going to discuss the rest of our big silver rupee. Right. Rest of the chapter, the big silver rupee. Then we studied, that means we understood. Whom we are understood? We are going to discuss our rest of the chapter of the big silver rupee. Then here we have Gangadhar and his father and mother. Unexpectedly, he got one silver rupee, right? And we discussed some question answers and everything. I know that you studied also, right? Okay. Then today we are going to discuss our 99th page number 99. Okay, all of you listen. I was quite scared when he asked me all those questions, but I gathered my courage. My father gave me the rupee. You can ask him if you like, right? Okay, I said in reply. I will certainly do that, he said. And I will also tell him, isn't good to give so much money to small boys. Okay, one person clutched his shoulder. Where you get this money? He asked. Right, then what he said? Yes, without any reluctance, he said that, my father gave me the rupee. You can ask him if you like. I'm telling true. I got money from my father. Right. I will certainly do that, he said, and I will also tell him it's not good to give money to small boys. He said like that. I felt relieved when he went away, but what would my mother do to me when she heard about me playing with rupee on the street? I did not know. Okay, he okay now that time, but what happened? When he thought about his mother, he became fearful. What is the reply of what will become the reply of my mother if a person say what the person if any person said that what your boy playing with money or anything like that, then he couldn't imagine what is the reply of his mother. Even Sadhu was worried. Gangadhar, I'm sure he will go and tell my mother. Sadhu, his friend, right? That won't help. You can tell your father it was my fault, I said. That won't help. Then, well, I'm going to be scolded. Sorry. What shall we do then? I asked him. Gangadhar asked him, what will we do? Well, I'm going to be scolded at home anyway, so I might as well as join you in eating all the snacks and sweets the rupee can buy, said Sadhu. Then what the Sadhu said that, yes, I know that I will get scolded. That means എന്തായാലും എനിക്ക് വഴക്ക് കിട്ടും. സാധു പറയാണ് വഴക്ക് കിട്ടും. എന്നാൽ പിന്നെ എന്താണ് അതൊരു പ്രശ്നമല്ല. എന്താണ് we can eat all the snacks and sweets the rupee can buy, said Sadhu. I can see some chewy sweets in the grocer's shops across the street. Let's go and buy some, I said. What if he takes the rupee and doesn't return the change? What will we do? If he take that money and didn't give that change balance? What if he says we never gave him the rupee? Sadhu added. And Sadhu said another thing also. What is that? If we buy something and we at the time of giving change, what will he reply? If he said that you never gave me the rupee and paisa ngal tannatillalo enganu parnja nammal endu cheyum? Okay. Then really, I was shocked by the tricks people could play on others. Here Gangadhar was shocked. Why he shocked? Because playing, people's traits, people that traits. I was shocked by the tricks people could play on others. I admired Sadhu because here was a boy who could outsmart all the clever thieves and crafty grocers in the world. But Gangadhar very happy because he got a good friend. Outsmart him. And then what is the meaning of outsmart? To trick someone. ആർക്കും ഞങ്ങളെ എന്ത് ചെയ്യുക കള്ളത്തരത്തിലൂടെ തോൽപ്പിക്കാൻ കഴിയില്ല കാരണം എനിക്ക് അത്രയും നല്ല സ്മാർട്ട് ആയിട്ടുള്ള ആരുണ്ട് I have one friend named as Sadhu. Then clever thieves and crafty grocers in the world. I was glad he was around to take good care of my rupee. Then Gangadhar said that he was very happy. He is happy because he got Gangadhar, right? Okay. Then, really Sadhu, I don't know what I would have done without you. What he said? Really Sadhu, then I know what I would have done without you because you are here. That is a good help to me. I said to him, my eyes sparkling with admiration. I know what we can do, I suggested. Let's go to Nana Mehendal's shop and buy sweets from there. And Sadhu added that, come on, we can buy some sweets from Nana Mehendal's shops. While at the shop, Nanaji looked at me doubtfully and he asked me several questions before we could go elsewhere. We know that if you go to shop with 500 or 2000 money for buying sweets, surely they have doubt. Then the shopkeepers have doubt, just like that. Then here we would go elsewhere. After leaving the shop, I said, Sadhu, I think I will go home and hand over the change to my mother. Then he said that, I think I will go home and hand over the balance of my money. Sadhu thumped me on my back and said, what that is the meaning of thumped? Hit hard. On my back and said, you crybaby, you haven't chewed a single sweet so far. Okay, then what there? I realized I was getting quite hungry and the very thought of sweets made my mouth water. Okay, by thinking about the sweets, his mouth became watering. So I bought 2 paise worth of chewy sweets, and we also went to the Iranian shop to buy chocolates, which we enjoyed a lot. Then Sadhu bought 2 ice candies dipped in 3 kinds of colored syrup. Okay, chocolates, sweets, then ice candies that dipped in 3 kinds of colored syrup. When I reached home, I breathed a sigh of relief. Then Sadhu bought 2 ice candies dipped in 3 kinds of colored syrup. When I reached home, I breathed a sigh of relief and sank into the corner. That means, at last, ഒരു നന്നായിട്ടൊരു ദീർഘനിശ്വാസമൊക്കെ വിട്ടിട്ട് എന്താണ് സാധു അല്ല ഗംഗാധർ ഒരു മൂലയിൽ ഇരിക്കുകയാണ്. In those days, the young boys had a pretty tough time, but we also had a lot of fun. Actually, at that time, all of them have a tough time, but we have a lot of fun. Okay, then I think you get the story well. All of you read the story now. Speed up from first to last. Speed up. Gangadhar's father gave him a shining silver rupee. He is unable to decide what to do with it. His mother asked him to save the money for later. Find out how Gangadhar finally uses his silver rupee. Okay, read. Here's something for you, son, said my father. I put out my hand and that something was heavy in the palm of my hand. I slowly opened my palm and could not believe my eyes. It was one big shining silver rupee in those days when my father earned 20 rupees a month. Parents did not believe in spoiling their children by giving them pocket money. My father was a little different. He used to give me an anna every day to buy sweets during lunch break at school. But even he had never given me a whole rupee. A rupee was big money in those days. When my mother went shopping with a rupee tucked in the fold of her sari, she could buy a bag of groceries and some sweets for us and still have a few paise left. No wonder I was so surprised. Father, you have given me a whole rupee? I said. Ah, is that so? He said and laughed out loud. I knew then that my father had really meant to give me a rupee. I was happy. I was so happy. I ran all over the house shouting in joy. However, that was a great mistake. Soon my mother got to know that father had given me a rupee. Give it to me. I will keep it safe in the steel almirah, she said. I knew that whenever I gave any money to my mother to keep for me, I never saw it again. So I shook my head. No, I won't. You won't give it back to me when I ask for it, I said. Your money is all there sitting safely in my box. When you have saved enough, I will buy you a gold ring, she replied. I didn't want to wear a gold ring on my finger during wedding, but I want to hold on to my rupee too. So I pushed away her hand and said, I don't want a gold ring. Then I will buy you a silver tumbler. You can drink your milk from it. But I don't want to give up my rupee, so I said, I don't want gold and I don't want silver. What do you plan to do with one whole rupee? My mother asked. Oh, I will buy some ladoos, eat belpuri, or buy those chocolates that the whites eat. A whole rupee of belpuri and sweets? Your stomach will burst, yelled my mother. I will stick together with gum, I replied and ran out of the house. I went over to Sadhu, my friend who lived in the neighborhood. You look quite pleased with yourself, he said. But why are you clutching your pocket? Do you know how heavy a whole silver rupee is? Why, the pocket may get torn if I don't hold it with one hand, I explained. Sadhu's eyes became so big they almost fell out. A whole silver rupee? Did you say? Did your mother send you to buy some medicine? Who is unwell there? Nonsense. My father gave it to me. I can do what I like with it. I think I have the nicest father a boy can have, I said proudly. I pulled the rupee out of my pocket so quickly that it slipped out of my hand, fell on the pavement and went rolling towards the train. If Sadhu had not pounced on it, I would have lost my big silver rupee right there. Okay, all of you want to read with me, okay? You fool, he cried. Don't you know thieves roam around the streets looking for things to steal? That scared me, so I hastily put it back into my pocket. When someone caught hold of me by my shoulder, I almost screamed, but he was only our neighbor. Aren't you the son of Gopal Rao, the lawyer? He asked. Yes, I replied, ashamed. Why are you playing with money? Don't you know good boys are not supposed to do that? And how is it you have a whole new silver rupee? I was quite scared when he asked me all those questions. But I gathered my courage. My father gave me the rupee. You can ask him if you like, I said in reply. certainly do that, he said. And I will also tell him it's not good to give so much money to small boys. I felt relieved when he went away, but what would my mother do to me when she heard about me playing with a rupee in the street? I did not know. Even Sadhu was worried. Gangadhar, I am sure he will go and tell my father. You can tell your father it was my fault, I said. Who? Gangadhar said that. That won't help, said Sadhu calmly. What shall we do then? I asked him. Well, I'm going to be scolded at home anyway, so I might as well as join you in eating all the snacks and sweets the rupee can buy, said Sadhu. I can see some chewy sweets in the grocer's shops across the street. Let's go and buy some, I said. What if he takes the rupee and doesn't return the change? What if he says we never gave him the rupee? Sadhu added. I was shocked by the tricks people could play on others. I admired Sadhu because here was a boy who could outsmart all the clever thieves and crafty grocers in the world. I was glad he was around to take good care of my rupee. Really, Sadhu, I don't know what I would have done without you, I said to him, my eyes sparkling with admiration. I know what we can do, I suggested. Let's go to Nana Mehendal's shop and buy sweets from there. While at the shop, Nanaji looked at me doubtfully and asked me several questions before we could go elsewhere. After leaving the shop, I said, Sadhu, I think I will go home and hand over the change to my mother. Sadhu thumped me on my back and said, you cry, baby. You haven't chewed a single sweet so far. I realized I was getting quite hungry and the very thought of sweets made my mouth water. So I bought 2 paise worth of chewy sweets. We also went to the Iranian shop to buy chocolates, which we enjoyed a lot. Then Sadhu bought 2 ice candies dipped in 3 kinds of colored syrup. When I reached home, I breathed a sigh of relief and sank into a corner. In those days, we young boys had a pretty tough time, but we also had a lot of fun. Okay, then Gangadhar Gadgil. Then I think we discussed up to 3, right? Yes. Then all of you write question number 4. Why did the 2 boys have a tough time? How did they get out of the trouble every time? All of you write question number 4. Okay, right. Okay, answer. The 2 boys wanted to buy some cheese sweets. The 2 boys wanted to buy, B-U-Y, buy some chewy, C-H-E-W-Y, chewy sweets. Chewy sweets from the grocer's shop, comma, but were scared, S-C-A-R-E-D, scared that the grocer would not return the change. Would not return the change. Later, full stop, later, L-A-T-E-R, later, when they wanted to buy buy, when they wanted to buy something from Nana Mehendal's shop. Nana Mehendal's shop, comma, it was tough because it was tough, T-O-U-G-H, tough because Nanaji looked at them. Nanaji looked at them doubtfully. They got out of trouble. They got out of trouble. They got out of trouble, T-R-O-U-B-L-E, trouble, by answering all the questions truthfully. By answering all the questions truthfully, T-R-U-T-H-F-U-L-L-Y, truthfully. Okay, all of you write question number 5. All of you write question number 5. Okay, answer. They finally bought 2 paisa. They finally bought, B-O-U-G-H-T, bought 2 paisa, T-O-W-R, 2, P-A-I-S-A, paisa, 2 paisa, worth of, W-O-R-T-H, worth of, chewy sweets, C-H-E-W-Y, chewy sweets, comma, some chocolates, C-H-O-C-O-L-A-T-E-S, chocolates, from an Iranian shop, and 2 ice candies, okay, and 2 ice candies. Then all of you mark these sentences as true or not true and rewrite the sentence that are not true in your notebook. Okay, all of you listen. First question, Gangadhar's father earned 300 rupees a month. Is it true? No, it's not true, right? Gangadhar's father earned 20 rupees a month. Gangadhar's father etra paisa earn cheynade? 20 rupees. Gangadhar's not true, that is, and you want to write Gangadhar's father earned 20 rupees a month. Next question, his mother told him that she would keep the money in the almirah so that she could buy him a silver tumbler. Only silver tumbler? No, it's not true. Okay, they can buy silver tumbler and gold ring. They can buy silver tumbler and gold ring. Okay. Give me third. In those days, children were given money so that they could buy sweets for themselves and their friends. That is not true. Yes, then it's not true. In those days, children were not given money in the fear that it might spoil them. That sentence also in our chapter. Okay, then fourth, Nana Mehendals looked at Gangadhar's doubtfully and was very suspicious of him. Yes, that is true, right? Okay, then fifth one, Sadhu and Gangadhar bought 5 annas worth of sweets and then went to foreign shop to buy chocolates that white Sahibs eat. That is not true. Sadhu and Gangadhar bought 2 paise worth of sweets and then went to the Iranian shop to buy chocolates. And they also bought 2 ice candies dipped in 3 kinds of colored syrup. Okay, then we have think and answer. All of you read think and answer. Gangadhar was given a rupee by his father and he wanted to spend all of it on sweets and chocolates. At the time when these events happened, a rupee was considered a lot of money. What would you do if you were in Gangadhar's place and had an entire rupee to spend? Okay, that you want to write your own. Okay, that's your homework. Okay, if you are in Gangadhar's place, what will we do? What will you do with that? With that? Whole rupee. Okay. Okay, inshallah, we can discuss the grammar in our next class. Okay, dears. That is direct and indirect object. We can discuss in our next class. Study the all question answers of this chapter. Study well. Okay, my dears. Thank you.